Hello, everyone. This is the Panda Photographer, and I'm doing the official review of Simple Mobile's 2020 review. Now, I do have unlocked iPhones. This iPhone that's recording this video right now, and this iPhone that's recording. They're both iPhone 6s. They're both 64 gigabytes, and they are both internationally unlocked. I use both phones in Japan, in the EU, in France, in London. I use this in Canada, South America, Argentina, Brazil, New York, Madison, Chicago, Portland, everywhere. Keep in mind, there was nothing originally wrong with my phone. The video before this was me going through a situation with Simple Mobile and their customer support. From the time of 12:22 yesterday afternoon until about 2 o'clock last this morning, I was able to fix my own problem with the Simple Mobile APN. Most of you don't know that the iPhone has features that are uh, being cast away or being hidden. So a lot of uh, these settings that are in the iPhone, like the profile, are somewhere else in the phone. Keep in mind, my phone wasn't the issue. It was the service that Simple Mobile provides for iPhones. And I had to correct the APN, I had to correct the proxies, and an address that helps the LTE establish communications on my device. Now, I do have to say, I'm in Madison, Wisconsin right now. I'm in a very, very open space. I was just at the University of Wisconsin. I'm a former student, also a currently member, and also a currently employed there. I'm also employed by the city of Madison, working for Porchlight. So when I'm walking around the city of Madison, I am finding some very inconsistencies when it comes down to like making phone calls dropping, text messages not receiving or being delivered as quickly as what you expect from AT&T or Verizon or even Sprint or T-Mobile on that matter. But this is using the T-Mobile's network, which is supposed to be now on 5G. Now, I have the kit set. I brought the kit because, like I said, my device was unlocked. Period. And when I brought the kit, I also purchased the Truly Unlimited, as you can see here. All right. And you can see it says T-Mobile 4G LTE, right? So yesterday, I went through so many of the customer support that was presented to me over the phone. I would say out of like 10 of those phone calls, only two were professional. The one that I made this morning at uh, at 9:45 a.m. this morning to let them know that I don't need the follow-up call. You guys didn't proceed the problem as requested. And a customer that has to wait 24 hours to receive any answers, it's just to me, it is professional, but the way how they handled it was very unprofessional. Now, I spoke to two supervisors, both were very rude in the matter when I tried to explain it to them about how it's supposed to be set up on the iPhone. And you guys know me. I'm very self-taught. I'm very passionate about technology. I have very, very good knowledge of technology, by the way. And me setting up phones is like not even a game changer. It's just something that comes natural. Programming computers, fixing computers, gaming, as a YouTuber, as a professional photographer, that messes with a lot of gear and a lot of technology. They just had no lack of like remorse about my situation. They hung up the phone on me in the middle of dealing with this problem. Not once, but not twice, but four times I was hung up by out of four of them, two of them were supervisors. And I just felt that the supervisors didn't adequately perform to the customer a great job. But with that said, the service, it does work. It does work, but Let me explain. If you have an iPhone, let's say I text you and you have an iPhone, the message would come directly to your iPhone because it would say deliver. But if you don't have an iPhone and the person has an Android, that person might not receive the message, and it might take up to 45 to a minute to send the message because it buffers and then it stops and then it waits for about 30 to 40 seconds, then it sends it. That is not something that you want in text messaging service. A text message service is instantly. It's what a text. If anyone knows what a text message is, it's supposed to be instantaneous re- uh, response. That means that message should be boop, boop, to that phone. Let's say you call your parents and you're in a situation, you need to get out of this situation. You gotta wait for the text message to be sent. Not a very appropriate, in my opinion. I think that service needs to be improved, even though it's using T-Mobile service. But technically, it's actually really straight talk, ladies and gentlemen. Simple Mobile is actually really straight talk. I had to find that out the hard way when they sent me the APN to actually recalibrate my iPhone. I was like, this is a straight talk. Then they sent me trace phone information. I was like, oh, you guys, this is misleading. Listen, when you advertise something like this, right? This is my mistake. Read the fine print on the back. It's important. It tells you right here, like all 4G LTE speeds will not be capable of covering all coverage areas. Please keep advised. Everything that you view on YouTube will be shown in 480p. It depends on the quality of service in your area. Keep in mind, if you're like in New York City or Chicago, you're going to get fantastic service. I'm in Madison. Madison is a very large city, but not as large, not near as close to Chicago or New York or San Francisco. This city alone has maybe like what, 400,000, and it's a college town. So AT&T runs this area. Some T-Mobile and some Sprint, a lot of Sprint, but still, I should be getting some great service. I was just by the lake today, and I was talking to the last agent, and the phone service cuts out at the lake. You guys know Momoto Lake is a big, giant lake, and it has enough coverage space to be open to receive that communication bandwidth coming from the towers to my phone. But it kept going down to 2 bars, 3 bars. Right now, let's show you, it's actually at 2 bars. As you can see, it's at 2 bars. So I have it on Wi-Fi right now. So I don't want to use my LTE service, even though I have truly unlimited. It's just not. It's not fast. It's not impressive at all either. So I'm not going to do speed tests because there's plenty of speed tests out there. I'm trying to give you the last 24 hours with this service, and I have to say, like honestly, the purpose of me getting a second number is to separate my employer's contacts and all the spam text messages they see me about what's going on at the job. That's really annoying because I need to separate my clients from my photography and separate my employment from UW and Porchlight. That's why I got the second number. Um, yes, it was $50. I don't think the service itself it's for $50, maybe $40, but not $50 plus the tax. Now, there's no really no. It's just like a small activation charge, but uh, it's not like heavy activation charge like what AT&T and T and Verizon gives you on your bill when you read your bill. Like, oh, motherfucker, you get what I'm saying. But right now, it's okay service. I'm just being honest with you. It's just okay. It's nothing dainty about it. But if you are an individual that just cares about receiving and calling, I would say do the $25 or $30 plan. That's better for you. If you're someone that's in the major cities, and you need a second phone that can do LTE and calls and texts and FaceTime, that's when you step up and get the truly unlimited. So that's what I recommend. If you're in a small town, a small city, don't get the truly unlimited because you're going to be wasting your money because it may not cover you in your area. So be aware of that. So in Madison, it says it's covered. I see it on the map. It does cover, but this is my 24-hour review with Simple Mobile as a secondary phone device so I can communicate with my clients and my job separately so I know who to contact on what phone. As I said, you're on one phone, this is one iPhone, and this is other iPhone. So this iPhone here has a Ryzen, this one has Simple Mobile. My Ryzen just smoked this service by 90%. I'm telling you, it just blows it out of the water. Just hands down, just blows it out. But Simple Mobile is not bad at all. I'm not saying that it's a bad service. No. What I'm trying to apply here is that Simple Mobile can be a beneficial. It can be very beneficial to your needs based on where you are located. If you're in major cities, as I said, it's a it's it's a no-brainer. If you're in small towns, don't waste your money and get truly unlimited. Okay? So just use Wi-Fi, go to public libraries, but use VPNs when you go to public libraries or coffee shops. That's what I recommend. I always use VPNs on both devices, even on my laptop. So keep that in mind. As a pattern photographer, I'm a photographer that tries to provide content that makes sense. I'm sorry that the quality is a little bit under the weather. I'm using it on my iPhone. I don't have my professional setup. I'm not home right now, but I really wanted to make this video on the go. This is a to-go review, so you guys have to understand. This is me on the go giving you basically live content. This is a live stream right now. This is not pre-recorded. This is a live stream on the iPhone, so it's there. But other than that, it works. But I want to also talk about something very important. Those that are having difficulties trying to get LTE to work on your iPhone. Let me show you a trick. Okay? So if you go to cellular, right? Go to cellular, you see all these settings, and you go down, you see what the apps are? You can disable and enable the apps that you want the LTE service to communicate with. So, for instance, my Instagram is activated. You can see my post. You know, I'm all about that ramen. Mm. But I'm gonna show you right now that it is working. Let me wait. Just do a refresh. There you go. Well, let's see what this person. All right. So you can see it's working. It's working perfectly fine. Just try another app. Uh, let's see here. Just do Facebook. See, it's working. So you can select the apps that you want the LTE to work. So if you are a person that disable apps to save on, let's say, data, if you were that person that did have a plan that you didn't have unlimited service, but now you do, and you forgot that you disable the app to be activated on LTE, you need to enable it. So keep that in mind. Uh, I was talking on the forums this morning at 6:30, and a gentleman was saying that he couldn't get it to work, and I said, "Can you show me a screenshot of your phone?" And he said that, uh, "Yeah, sure." He showed me it, and I said, "Well, you disabled your app, so you may want to just turn your apps on." He goes, "Really? Oh, snap!" And he said, "Dude, you just fixed it without even like touching the phone." I was like, "Don't need to. Just gotta pay attention to detail. That's all." But with that said, everyone, this is the Pen Photographer. Thank you for watching. Thank you for understanding Simple Mobile that. Listen, this is not to throw harsh criticism at you guys. You guys got to do better when it comes down to customer support when you're talking on the phone with them. And some of your individuals got to speak up, literally, honestly. But with that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer. If you like the video, please support the channel. I got PayPal donation links to support to keep the lights on. I got affiliate links to Amazon. I'll leave in the links down below too. But with that said, seat photography, videography, technology, and repeat. I'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, take care. Happy shooting. Arigato.